On today's episode, a Sports Card Radio Instagram superstar Shyne150 opened an $80,000 case of exquisite basketball that he says was tampered with. But was it really? We will take a look at the footage.
Good, wholesome content.
We will get into the continued slumping of the sports card market. Whether we're talking about $1,000 cards or $1 million pictures of men, how much are the numbers down from a year ago? We will examine.
Negativity.
Burbank Sports Cards is prepared to move their 40 million card inventory from eBay to Fanatics Collect in the coming months. With one of the biggest sellers saying goodbye to the largest platform to sell sports cards, is now a good time to list a bunch of sports cards on eBay. I'll give you some tips how to turbocharge your eBay listings.
Clear!
And we couldn't make a video without talking about some of your favorite hobby heroes. From Gary Vee to Backyard Breaks, all your favorite influencers descended upon Cleveland for the annual National Card Show. Who made the biggest mistake by the lake? All that and more on this edition of Sports Card Radio.
This is the National. This is a fucking shit show of pure trash. I am so pissed, so let down. Spent $600 for this week and you just get shit on. It's fucking ridiculous. Fuck you, Tops. Fuck you, National.
Okay, Instagram star Shyne150 was opening a case of 2009-2010 exquisite basketball in a private jet, and here's the moment he thought he was being scammed.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, what I'm noticing right now is that there's an 0405 exquisite in here. Look, crazy shit happens. I just paid $80,000 for this case, and we're finding 0405 exquisite
and 09
and 0809, so that should not happen. I'm not even gonna open this last box because clearly
It's tampered with.
this has been a repacked shit. It's crazy. At this level, with this type of money, people do this shit and they fuck with it and they put it back in circulation because of the greed of the space. And then people like they spend fucking real money on this and get, you know, bird box, bamboozled. That's crazy.
But here is the thing. 2009-2010 exquisite basketball did have other year cards inserted into the box. Hopefully someone shows Shyne the checklist and he can get it sorted out.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Perhaps Shyne should have considered getting his boxes CT scanned. This was the same week we found out a private company is offering the service for people with unopened wax. Did Shyne get scammed, or did he just not know what he was opening? Hopefully somebody helps him out.
No more clout from me.
Okay, card prices are down, guys. You wonder why all your favorite influencers, from Card Collector 2 to Gary Vee, have all stopped pumping the idea of investing in sports cards and now sell you unopened product, breaks, or a repack. Yes, even Gary Vee himself was on the floor of the National selling repacks.
And sprinkle on some self-care and wellness on top of that.
While the gambling side of the hobby continues to march on, single card prices have been on a 3-year price slide. And guys, it's virtually every card. Any condition Michael Jordan rookie card from his PSA 10 all the way down to the PSA 2 are all down in price. Every single one. And the PSA 1 is the only one up in price over the last 2 years. The old rigid guys in the hobby always talk about how vintage never goes down. Don't listen to those guys. The 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 7 is down 47% in the last 2 years. The PSA 6 is down 54%. The PSA 5 hasn't budged in 2 years. The PSA 4 is down 2%. And you have to get down to the PSA 3 before you see any upward movement. Your favorite white savior in the NBA, Luka Doncic. His Prism Silver is down 15% in the last 2 years, despite just making an NBA Finals. Patrick Mahomes, remember him? His 2017 Prism PSA 10 Silver Rookie is up 5% in the last 2 years. Didn't he just win a couple Super Bowls? But let's be real. Most of you didn't buy Mahomes cards. You bought Joe Burrow cards that are down 20% in the last 2 years, or Josh Allen cards that are down 65%, or Tua's that are down 28%, or Justin Herbert cards that are down 59%. And didn't you dorks fall in love with Mac Jones for a while? Those are down 96%. It's not just individual players, it's sales volume too that is down. I showed this graphic in a video I made last year that shows the bottom falling out of high-end sports cards. Cards that sold for over $1 million went from 40 in 2021 to only 9 last year. Card Ladder has only one verified sale of a card selling for over $1 million this year. Even cards less than $1 million have seen a large drop in volume year over year. There is a 35% decrease in the number of verified sales of cards over $10,000 compared to the first 6 months of last year. Hobby hero Jeff Wilson called the bottom last year in this January video, and in that time, his Market Movers 500 index is down another 8%. It's likely why many of the top influencers in the space are all involved with breaks or repacks. Of the 10 people Topps has featured on a big league card, only our boy Dr. Collectible isn't involved in a breaking business. Gambling has replaced investing and collecting in this industry. Over the last few years, you've seen a lot less focus on the cards themselves, collecting or investing. Remember when Jeff Wilson would actually talk about investing.
I think that Will Greer right now.
Today, investing is seen as a bad word in the hobby. The top buyers at sports card shows aren't collectors, aren't investors. They are likely dealers who are going to repackage cards they buy and sell them via a form of gambling. Burbank Sports Cards are moving their 40 million sports card listings from eBay to Fanatics Collect. The first thing that came to mind was, wouldn't this be a great opportunity to start listing sports cards on eBay? I mentioned on one of our live streams how you can start a sports card business for under $1,200 and likely be selling cards you already own on day one. I personally started listing a bunch of lower tier cards on eBay in June and sold over 453 cards on eBay this month. That's 15 cards per day. My number one piece of advice, and this is totally unsponsored, I don't even have a damn promo code to give you guys, is definitely consider using listing software to help you list hundreds, if not thousands of cards per day on eBay. There are several options out there. eBay even recently launched some AI tools for sports cards. They probably all work about the same. I'm not here to tell you which one to use. Frankly, all of them will save you hours of time and make the process of listing cards easier and more efficient. And there are countless videos out there, most with less than 1,000 views, that provide valuable information on how to use these tools. With Burbank's 40 million listings supposedly disappearing from eBay soon, now would be a good time, I think, to fire up any unwanted cards and likely get them into the hands of collectors and put some dough in your pocket.
The third question is, would you sleep with me tonight?
Probably not.
There might be many of you out there that are still trying to get out of the dang parking lot of the National in Cleveland. The place was packed for the annual convention that was held in Cleveland of this year. Whether it was the line to get in, the line to use the bathroom, or the line to get autographs, patience was key for anyone attending. One of the key cards seen at the show was this one that commemorates the infamous shout out to Kurt's Card Care at the PSA office. One dealer was seen offering blackjack, further blurring the lines between gambling and sports cards. Backyard Breaks was back in the news. They apparently set a Guinness World Record for most packs opened during a live stream. All I've got to say is Guinness must not have been around when the GOAT, the real record holder, was doing his thing. Tops! And we will see you next time right here on Sports Card Radio.